you doing?
Guys, this is our show.
What?
Sorry, this is your show.
I'm Tam DeBolt, and this
And
is
I'm
my
Elise
mother.
Mayfield.
Yeah. And this is my mother, Evie.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Evie. And this is my mom, Sherie. Hi, Mama.
Hi, sweetie. Hi, Abby. Hi, Tam.
Hello. We thought it would be fun to introduce everybody that watches our videos to the reason that Elise and I are crazy, creative, and funny people. We decided that we blame our mothers for that. So Elise, your job is always to tell everybody why we do these videos.
Yes. So every week we like to do these little visits because what I miss about going to the theater is the opportunity to run into my friends and ask how they're doing and what they're up to and all the latest news. And so this is our chance to catch up with our most favorite people and find out what they're up to. And today we're catching up with our seriously most favorite people, our mamas.
Oh,
That's
Find
right.
out what
And
they're up to.
that's right. If it wasn't for our mamas, I mean, we'll get into that, right?
I know.
We'll tell everybody why.
okay.
Why? So, and Elise always gives me 3 things that I'm not allowed to talk about during the interview.
Yes.
So
yes.
today,
and
what
of
are
course, I always think so long and hard about these. So today, I think that, I don't think that we should even begin to talk about how difficult it is to pick out what layers to wear with this crazy weather.
I
it's
agree.
so hard to figure it out. What kind of
All right.
layers to wear?
I have no
And
idea.
then the other one that I was like, I just don't think that we should talk about yet is, how are we going to figure out how much Halloween candy to buy this year? It is a real mystery to me. How much candy do we buy? I
could talk about that for 30 minutes, but we won't talk about it.
I really don't know.
All right.
It's an issue.
And then the last thing is the debate over chewy versus crispy chocolate chip cookies, because everyone's got an opinion and I just don't think we have time to hash it out today.
Nope, we're not going to hash it out. All right, so I'm going to introduce everybody to Evie, my mother, who is and Elise is going to do the same for her mom and introduce you to Sherie. But my mom was my first influence for loving art and theater and music. I found out when I was a child that she did theater when she was in high school. And I have photographic proof, which I'm going to show everybody here in a minute. I can remember her always singing. And it's how I learned the alto line, because we would sit beside each other in church and I knew that my mother wasn't singing the melody. And I thought, what are you doing?
What are you singing?
And right, what are you singing? It sounds like it fits perfectly with what everyone else is singing. And so I grew up in a Lutheran church and you could always hear 4-part harmony.
Yeah.
So there were men singing the tenor line, the bass line, and my mom was always singing the alto line. And when I lived in Indianapolis and I was doing theater, my mom and dad came to see so many plays that I did, plays and musicals that I did. And they've even driven all the way down to Birmingham. It's how many hours, Mom? Like 10, 11 hours to get here?
14, I think.
Lots of them.
Yeah,
But
Lots of hours.
It was well worth it.
So yeah, if it wasn't for her, I feel like I probably wouldn't be silly or have learned how to sing or do any of that stuff. So thank you, Mom.
You're welcome, Tam. I was going to say, Tam has been a singer from little on up, like she said. In grade school, I remember the one that I liked the most was when she sang a duet with her friend, and it was Troubled Waters, or what was the name of that one?
Bridge Over Troubled Waters.
And then on in high school, she sang in the ladies' choir, or whatever it was called. What was it called?
Mm-hmm. The swing choir. Mm-hmm.
And I went to one of their presentations, and all of a sudden this gal gets up and sings a solo, and I'm going, that's my daughter, Tam. I could hardly believe it. I mean, and from then on, she just soared.
Oh,
Everything she did was great.
Oh, thank you, Mom.
That's
Thank
just
you.
wonderful.
All right, let's meet Sherie.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hi, darling.
My mom also did theater in high school, which I found out about later. But
Photographic proof.
Yes, but we also have photographic proof of my mom doing theater in high school. But mom has been a teacher since before I was born, and I think she is one of the best storytellers I have ever met. So while she says she doesn't do theater now, she is an incredible storyteller. And when I was little, I think what spurred all of this is that when I was little, in order to get through, I've always had very long hair. And when I was little, it would tangle all the time. And in order to get through brushing out my hair, my mom would make up characters and voices and make it like a story in order to distract me from the tangles. And I really think that that's where everything came from, because I picked it up from her. So, and just like your mom, my mom and dad have come to almost every play I have ever done, including the 8 years that I lived in Chicago.
I think we only missed one.
I really think you guys have missed one play ever, which is I mean, that's incredible. So
Yep.
This is my mom. Hi.
Hey, welcome. Do you remember when did Elise start singing?
She was very young. I would say that Elise talked early, and she would write little songs. She loved music. So she sang the Beatles tunes. She had a George Harrison tune that would come on in the car that she would sing. She sang really from about age 2. She wrote a lot of shows.
And then I recruited my god siblings, my mom's best friends, my godparents' children into play. They were not into this as much as I was, but I would recruit them into the plays that I had written.
But you had a great costume box, and they would put these outrageous outfits together, and Elise would write and direct the show. And we would sit and we paid, with popsicles or what have you as treats after. So it's been very entertaining being Elise's mother.
Oh.
And she's an only child, so she got double teamed a lot by both Randy and I. And at one point she said, "Mama, you really should have had more children. I get double teamed too much."
Tam, how many siblings do you have?
There are 5 kids. 5.
I might insert something right here that she used to be our comedian. At mealtime, she had us in stitches. She would get the milk from the refrigerator and she'd pretend she was Tim Conway.
Oh, I love it.
And she just had us all in stitches. So.
Well, I'm going to show, should I go to the pictures now?
Yeah,
and show
let's
people
look at
some
the pictures.
pictures. Look at that. Okay, so I found these pictures out of their yearbooks from, here's my mom's senior yearbook. She played a clown. She was at intermission, you said, Mom, or something?
Yes, I sang during intermission.
That's right. Dressed like a clown. And that's so funny. And then Sherie is getting makeup done to look like a glamorous New York socialite.
I wonder what play you guys were doing, Mom. I'm so curious what it was.
I don't know. I can't recall, but I think that the socialite I was playing was a bit ditzy.
Oh,
and, yeah. John Carroll had a lot of talent. It was competitive. So I was thrilled that I was cast to do anything. And getting to have someone put the makeup on my face, because I've never been good with makeup. So it was lovely to have someone patting the powder on my face and all.
Did you do your own clown makeup, Mom?
I probably.
That is a
just
great
silly
costume.
It's
Evie.
silliness. That.
Oh my gosh.
Look at Sherie.
That was, I think,
1972. I think so. Was it your junior year? Okay.
I think so.
This is look at both of you are so pretty in those pictures. I love it.
thank
Oh, look at this. Both I have wedding pictures.
Oh.
Yay. Look at that.
Look at
So that's
that.
my dad, Phil, who fixed the camera. So we were allowed to even have this video meeting today. And there's Randy. Yay.
There's Randy.
Well, and let's look at look at these little family pictures.
Oh.
Look at the two of you.
There's
Are we just
Randy.
spitting images of our mothers or what?
Oh my gosh. I mean, the resemblance between you and your sisters to your mom, you guys are
Yes.
clearly family.
You have
And the
to
two of-
claim one another.
I know. And the two of you do too. Look at you standing next to each other.
I just realized looking at that, I see so much of my mom in Elise, but then I look like mom too.
That's my
Cute.
favorite picture.
It's
That's
a
a
great
wonderful
picture. It was at
picture,
my
yeah.
niece's wedding. Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
love it.
Okay. And then the last, okay. Now we talked about how we blame our mothers for our silliness, right?
Yeah.
So our last picture is proof of that.
We got this honestly, you know, like no one can blame us for this. We family line.
Yeah.
I love it. So everybody, that's we blame our mothers for our silliness. So okay, great. Well, I'm so glad that you guys joined us. Do you have anything else you want to say? Should I close my ears? My mom might have a horrible story to tell about me.
I don't have a horrible story, but I told her I had everything written down about her. Like her favorite show that we went to was Nonsense.
Oh well.
And I was crying and I was laughing, and I think she could probably tell when it was her mother laughing because I have a laugh that sticks out from everybody else.
It's big.
So I was her biggest, I don't know whether you'd call it supporter or
Mm-hmm.
encourager or whatever it was, but I always got tickled at everything she did. And she has a real God-given talent is what I have written here.
And you know what, Mom? Elise played that same role. Remember when you
Yes.
came to see me do Nonsense and I
Thank you.
played that nunch? Elise has played that same role.
Oh,
Yes, I did play the same one.
All right,
Oh,
Sherie, do you have a story to tell about Elise before we put you two on the spot and ask you 10 questions?
Well, there's just so many. My mind is racing, but when she was at Ole Miss, Randy and I were there for a showcase that they put on every spring toward the end of the year. And Elise was belting out a song.
I think it was Welcome to the 60s from
That's it. It was Welcome to the 60s.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the
Well,
60s.
she ended the song and people are clapping, and I got so excited I jumped up out of my chair and went, "That's my baby up there." And oh my gosh, and Randy was sitting next to me, pulled on my arm, and I realized what I had done. I thought, my gosh, Elise is going to be so embarrassed, but it just was one of those moments. I had to let it out, and I did. That's my baby up there.
Yay. Well, I'm so glad the two of you decided to join us today and that Dad got the camera situation fixed at my parents' house.
I think Phil DeBolt is the MVP of today's
He is,
episode.
Yay.
he is the MVP. That's right. So at the end of every episode, we always put our guests on the spot and we ask them the same 10 questions. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. What is your favorite dessert, Mom?
All of the above.
Well,
I might have to say right now, Lemon Delight, because I just had that a day ago. Lemon
yum.
Delight, that is wonderful.
I know what yours is, Mom.
What is it?
Creme brulee.
Oh, yes, I was going to say that, but I was afraid what with the seasons and everything, but yes, I love creme brulee. Ooh, boy.
Question number 2.
Question number 2, Mom, dogs or cats?
Oh, dogs. We're all allergic to cats.
No.
Dogs.
Evie?
I would have to say dog because I can't say cat because somebody I know doesn't like cats.
The MVP doesn't like cats, so that's out. That's out. Question number 3. Do you still make a wish when you blow out your birthday candles? Mom?
I can't remember the last time I had birthday candles. That was probably my wish that I never have to blow out candles. But I sure used to. I used to.
Excellent. Excellent.
Mama?
Oh, definitely. Matter of fact, I make a wish when somebody else is blowing out their candles. You know, why waste a good wish?
All right, question number 4. If you didn't live in Alabama, Mom, where would you live?
New York City.
Wow.
Look at that.
Surprising. Okay.
I think I could
Goes-
do it.
And Mom, what about you? If you didn't live in Indiana, where would you live?
Well, I would have to divide it up in 3 months North Carolina, 3 months Alabama, 3 months Texas, and the rest of the time I would just stay in Indiana. That's because
There
I
you
have
go.
children all over. That's why.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
that should be-
great
so,
answer.
So that means you would live with me for 3 months?
No, we would buy one of those big, what are they called, RVs that
Yeah.
Ford makes. And that's what we have always said. We would take that and travel all around and park in our kids' backyard. And that's where we.
I love that idea. I think we'll all come with you. How about that?
Okay, that'd be
Uh,
great. That would be
All right,
great.
question number 5, Mom. If you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Blue.
I love
I must
blue.
say the same. I love all shades of blue.
Love it.
Evie and I would look great.
Yes.
You would.
Question number 6. What did you collect as a child?
Marbles, and
Oh.
I won them. I was an excellent marble player. Down in the dirt on my tummy shooting those marbles. I love glass.
What did you collect,
I still
Mom?
love glass.
That's
I think it would
fantastic. I
have
love
to be all different kinds of pretty stones, and I would put them in the windowsill.
Oh, yeah.
I never got out of Adams County as a child, so I didn't have far that I could go. I couldn't collect seashells or anything like that, but stones, pretty stones.
All right, question number 7, Mom. I think I know the answer to this. Maybe, I don't know, but are you related to anyone famous? And if so, who?
Tam DeBolt.
Oh, good answer. I love it. That's just perfect.
I'll take it. I'm not famous.
Mom,
about you,
do we have
Cherie?
anybody on our
Yeah.
side of the family?
Well, no, we have a lot of almost famous. My great aunt Ruby was a Ziegfeld Follies dancer for
Oh.
a number of years. She, about the time Lucille Ball was starting her career in vaudeville, she and my aunt Ruby worked the circuit together. My aunt Ruby was furious that Lucy got famous and she didn't. But she was truly beautiful.
Question number 8. Mom, sweet
Yes.
or salty?
Oh, I knew this was coming up and I've been trying to, but for today, I've kind of got a yen for salty.
There you go.
All right, Evie,
Evie, what about you? Sweet
I
or
hate to
salty?
admit it, but it's sweet.
don't be ashamed. All right, now, I think I know the answer to this one, but Mom, what's your favorite, musicals or regular straight plays?
Musicals.
Good. Mom, what about you?
Musicals. I love musicals.
Yeah.
You know, they just make me stand up out of my seat.
And shout
I
your
just
daughter's
wanna-
name. Yeah, great.
All right, question number 10. Mom, you're going to go first. Question
All
number
right.
10 and our
Uh-oh.
final question of the day. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the funniest, how funny are you?
Well, I've heard you say that I'm a character, so
Yes.
maybe a 5.
Again, I think it's your audience because I'd put you at a solid 8.75. I'm going to say 8.25. I think you're very
8.25.
funny, Mommy.
Thank you so much. Well, I am just delighted, and I love that you threw a fraction in there.
Why not? You know?
Hey, Evie, you've had time to think about it. How funny are
Oh,
you on a
man.
scale of 1 to 10?
What I think I am, I would have to say 2.222.
Oh no, too low.
But what about other people tell you how funny you are? Do I need to show the picture of you with your tongue hanging out again?
Well, I have a good time.
Thank
When we're together with friends, we do a lot of laughing. So
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I loved seeing you, my mother, and I loved seeing you, Sherie.
Oh, it was just so much fun to be in.
Thank you
your
for
space.
joining us. I know
And-
it. Everybody's going to be thrilled to meet our mothers because, again,
Yes.
like we said earlier in the show, we blame them for everything, right?
And we,
How funny we
accept
are,
it.
how silly we are.
I
well,
just
good luck,
think
girls.
that
Good luck, girls. It was fun.
it was fun.